vision of Restore. Restore actually started with set of 3 location systems where we were partnering with them for people that didn't want to move their stuff. We used to have dock-style sales down in Sudeth and Palm Bay. Eventually, we grew so big, they said, you can't do that here no more. So we ended up with a little garage-type things, a temporary storage facility that we did maybe once a quarter that we started selling, and then we grew out of that and ended up growing into what we are today. A business that brings in almost $300,000 a year to help build houses for Habitat for Humanity. The vision of Restore was basically to provide an outlet for individuals that needed to get rid of stuff out of their house and to match it with people that needed to upgrade the stuff in their house but couldn't afford to go out to the open market and do it. So our prices being 50 to 75% below at market rate created that opportunity. It also created an opportunity for builders that have been hanging on to misorders, damaged materials, to alleviate that stuff out of their warehouses and put it into service. I think one of the biggest things that we've seen over the years that we've been doing this since 2005, 811 tons of material have been diverted from the landfill into use within our community. You got to think about that. 811 tons of materials that were diverted from the dump, put back into use within our community. This whole operation is really run by 5 individuals. The Restore manager, Diane Koenig, who is around, there she is, in the back, who's done a tremendous job over the last year, bringing a store that was earning an average of $500 a day to a store that earns almost $1,500 a day in 1 year. We also have for Restore staff, Mead has been a valuable assistant manager and running the operations of the store, and don't get too close to her, she'll sell you anything. We've learned to realize that if we're going to double our space back here for construction material and equipment, we have to label it well, otherwise Mead will sell it. We went back there a couple of times for a pressure washer and said, where's the pressure washer? Oh, I wasn't supposed to sell that? But anyways, what really makes this work is the community that rallies around the mission and ministry of Habitat for Humanity, realizing that they can contribute in ways that where they can remove stuff out of their house, make more space for themselves. We have companies that realize now they have an outlet for materials that are not perfect, but yet can be put into perfect use within our community, and everybody benefits from it. So I'd like to acknowledge a couple of people that are here. We have Sue Eastling, who is a board member with Habitat for Humanity. Wave the hand. I think Jamie Ostrander is still here. There he is. Restore staff, raise your hands. We also have our construction staff that's kind of hanging out over here and lounging. Our staff tests everything. Oftentimes you can come here, we are either laid out on the couch or reclining in the chairs to make sure they work. So we know they're safe. So what I want to do, without further ado, I want to bring Diane up to go ahead and do the acknowledgments of our partners and friends for the Habitat Restore.
We are very blessed here in Brevard County with a lot of generous donors and shoppers and volunteers. So many families, individuals, and businesses who contribute every year to what we do here at Habitat, and we want to thank everyone. First, we just want to thank one of our long-term donors, Indian River Furniture. Raise your hand, ladies. Thank you so much. River has been a consistent donor of brand new furniture to the Restore, and I gotta tell you, thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
When a piece of Indian River furniture comes to the Restore, people just can smell it. All of a sudden, the cars start pulling in. People are, where is it? Where people just know. And it's just incredible what these ladies do for us. We're just so very, very grateful. Thank you, Indian River Furniture. We're also pleased to announce the addition of 2 businesses to our Restore Wall of Fame, which is located up and back. We've got Mead Construction here, Doug Mead.
Why don't you turn this way so we can take a picture?
Mead Construction has been bringing truckload after truckload of furniture, building supplies, doors from the remodels. And while most days it probably would have been a lot easier for their guys to take what they're taking out of the remodels to the dump or elsewhere, they take the time, they bring it to Habitat. Their guys are great, they even unload for us. I mean, it's just awesome. So thank you so much to Mead for their commitment to Habitat. And we would also like to recognize the Darden family of restaurants. Darden, I know all of you must know them. They are one of the most recognizable and successful brands of dining. They include Red Lobster, Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse, the Capitol Grill, Bahama Breeze, Season 52, and Eddie V's.
Very good.
Yeah. 2 years ago, Darden committed to Habitat for Humanity in the nation. Every time they do a remodel, they call the local Restore. And not only do they give the Restore first opportunity at whatever they're taking out of the restaurants, we are the only ones. The first pre-construction meeting I went to here in Brevard County was at Red Lobster on 192. And I was expecting to walk into a room full of nonprofits and you know, be told, okay, you guys work it out amongst yourself what you need. No, we were the only ones. Darden has committed completely to Habitat for Humanity, and in the last year alone, Red Lobster and Olive Garden donations have come. Just beautiful, beautiful things, and we're just so very, very grateful to what awesome donations they've made to Habitat. And finally, we have another amazing donor, a local business called Stone and Surface Designers. Sylvia, are you here? Stone and Surface Designers, I don't know if y'all are familiar with them. They're a family, there they are. Hi ladies, thank you so much. Stone and Surface Designers have been in Brevard County since 1995. They sell beautiful designer quality natural stone from all over the world. And last year, when they were cleaning out the warehouse, they just happened to find huge quantities of tiles and things that I don't know why you didn't want to sell them, but you donated to Habitat, and oh my gosh, what beautiful, beautiful donations those were. Freed up space for you, but I mean, we did just great things with the tile, and by donating all of your extra tile, regaining your warehouse space, you did help Habitat build more houses, and we're extremely grateful. Thank you, ladies.
I'm being briefed on the way up to the mic. One of the other staff members, and really the reason we're doing Restore, the reason we're doing Habitat for Humanity is to serve families who need a simple, decent, affordable place to raise their families. And so the person that's really in charge or really coordinates with all the family, clients, and partners is Molly Creel. So we have Molly. Did I do something wrong?
You mispronounced my last name.
Crow.
Okay.
We added an extra E. I'm sorry, it's Molly Corral.
Hello. So in addition to working with the volunteers, I also get the pleasure of working with the new families coming into the program. So I'm just going to introduce a few of them that are going to talk to you about their experience working with the community. So I'm going to bring up Sue Hay Gonzalez. She's been in the program since November of last year, and she's currently working on her own house with all the volunteers.
Hi, my name is Sue Gonzalez. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous, and I get very emotional because this means a lot to me, but more for my kids. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and the volunteers going out there, I cry every single Saturday I go out there because they're always telling me thank you. I'm like, why are you telling me thank you? I'm more than grateful for you getting up every day, every Saturday, and coming to my house. And not only the volunteers, but Joe, he's been to my house on a Saturday, and not only to walk around and supervise, but to work there. And Charlotte as well. They actually goes to the site and work with us every single Saturday. It's like I get so emotional because I see my house building up little by little, sweating, but with joy. Because it's not for me, but for my kids. I have a son that's ill, and being a single mom is really, really hard. I work for Fair Housing. We do housing discrimination, and this is a passion, working with the community. That's why I decided to come to Habitat. So everybody out there, we get together and stop discrimination out there. We could be a better community. And everybody volunteers. We all could be a better Brevard. And we can go even farther than that. Thank you.
Hey, Mike. Come up here. The next person I'm going to introduce is Mike Walker. He's not only a Restore employee, he's also a Habitat homeowner that's been in his house for about 14 years.
How's everybody doing? I don't know where to start. I've been a homeowner for 14 years. Recently started working here at the Restore. Basically before Habitat, I don't know, I was just bouncing from here to there and trying to find me somewhere that I think that I wanted to be. But they gave me something to work for, which was a house, and I really, really worked for it. Mr. Bob back there can vouch for that, because I really, really worked for it. I did a lot of volunteer hours in Palm Bay, Rockledge, everywhere. And right now, my life has changed a lot. And a lot of it's just to do with Habitat giving me something to look forward to. You know, I wake up in the morning and I know that where I'm laying my head is something that I actually worked on. I did that through Habitat. They didn't give it to me. They gave me a reason to work for it. They gave me something I could show my kids. Look, if you work hard, you know, this is what you can gain. You know, and I've been trying to do my best to show through the way that I live that, you know, if you keep your head up and you work hard, you will make it. And I've been making it ever since. And I thank you guys for being here.
Family stories are extremely important for that hand up, that helping hand up. But in order to get that helping hand up, it takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of people. From these fundraising events that we do, the restore, to actually the individuals that are out on the job site, to individuals that are behind the scenes planning the job site. One of the blessings that President Obama actually brought to his term of office was he started a program called thank you, the Presidential Service Award. And there's different degrees of it. And one of the things that we have made a commitment to, and we applied to be one of the organizations that are allowed to give out this award, is that we wanted to make it special. We wanted to call gatherings together to say, this is what community is. This is what happens, like Sue Hay says, when we offer ourselves, not just our money, but our physical selves to help, it makes a tremendous difference. So this is the individual that we're going to recognize. I'm going to read the letter. But you have to understand, the person that we're going to be recognizing for the last year invested 600 hours, 600 volunteer hours. And since 2008 have invested over 1,500 hours. This is one person. This is not a group. This is not Harris Corporation who has gotten this award, DRS who's gotten this award. This is an individual. And so the letter reads, congratulations on receiving the President's Volunteer Service Award. And thank you for helping to address the most pressing needs in your community and our country. In my inaugural address, I stated that we needed a new era of responsibility, a recognition on the part of every American that we have duties to ourselves, our nation, and the world. These duties that we do not grudgingly accept, but rather seize gladly, firm in the knowledge that there is nothing so satisfying to the spirit than giving our all to the difficult task. Your volunteer service demonstrates the kind of promise, commitment to our community that moves America to step closer to its great promise. Our nation faces the most challenging economic crisis in a lifetime. We will only renew America if we all work together. Individuals, the private sector, and government must combine efforts to make real and lasting change so that each person has the opportunity to fulfill his or her full potential. While government can open more opportunities for us to serve our communities, it is up to each of us to seize those opportunities. Thank you for your devoted service, for doing all you can to shape a better tomorrow. And it is signed by Barack Obama, by the way. So who am I talking about? Mr. Jim Thompson.
I want to thank everybody here, particularly the volunteers. And Mike, where's Mike? He was just up there a minute ago.
Back working.
Oh, back working, okay. Mike and I worked on a house. It was either on Washington or Monroe back in 2001, 2002. And Mike was the hardest worker I think I've ever seen in my life. And I also worked on his house, and when he finally got it, it was a long time before he got it. And it was a real turnaround for him in his life. And it's stories like that I don't get too involved with the people who are getting the houses. That's one I did. And I look around and I see some of the other volunteers who I worked with. And it's a real joy working with all these people, from building the houses, which unfortunately I'm not able to do quite now, around now, because of a couple of operations, but I'm driving the truck now. And it's a lot of fun. I don't have to get out in the 95-degree heat, which when you're building a house you have to do. But I get to sit around now in the air-conditioned truck, and it's a lot of fun. So I really appreciate this award, and I thank everybody here, and I thank all the volunteers for sure. Thank you.
So I want to thank all of you for your contributions to truly becoming community and living. We actually had the opportunity to live the values of our tenets of our religion. Every major religion says that your core is to help the poor, to serve the poor, to give yourself freely so that we can live together in harmony. God bless you all. Enjoy your lunch.